I'm just gonna be making a sandwich here, so if you guys could just excuse me for a moment. So, South Africa, shit's really popping off there in a big way. The fucking mega big dong party of South Africa is like, hey, we should probably seize this fucking farmland held by all these white people and redistribute it back to poor black people. And a lot of people, mostly white people, are a little upset by this proposal, which may or may not actually happen. I'm going to tell them why it's probably the only really ethical thing that can be done in this situation. Because for one, a lot of times we forget this, us in Amerifat, is that apartheid was like literally a generation ago. It ended in what, like 94, I think? So, like, pretty much whoever is listening, if you were born in South Africa, your parents would have been active participants in apartheid. Which is fucked up to think about, because in America specifically, we like to draw emphasis on our distance away from shit like segregation, when in reality, like, my grandparents were old enough to be active participants in segregation and shit like that. But apartheid even stronger, an even more pronounced way. So there's that, first of all, that these are not innocent white people, and also that the land is, only fucking acquired by white people because of apartheid, because black people had like big restrictions on them about purchasing land. And so white people constitute a much larger percent of land ownership than demographics would, naturally lead them to be. And so the idea has come forth that should just redistribute the land. Without compensation is usually one of the big things that gets people hung up, which I would also question that, at least depending on the farmer's income. If it's a rich farmer, fuck it, kill him while you're at it too. But if there's more poor farmers who are working on the land and not necessarily doing super great, they have just kind of like a small plot. I think at that point, payment for the land is probably, I would say it's not a big deal. Also, if they're not, racist assholes, I guess I would also consider part of the requirements for compensation. But other than that, I guess I wouldn't say, it's a shitty situation to be in the first place, but, you know, it's it's not unlike the situation in America with like the Native Americans, where we steal their land, we commit genocide against them, they become second-class citizens, and kind of still are, and except black people in South Africa actually constitute a majority. So now that they've been given equal rights, they have political power, sizable political power. So they can actually do something about the bad shit that's been done to them over the years. Um, so yeah, it's a shitty situation in the first place, but I think that reclaiming the land is really the only ethical thing to do.